Hello friends, my name is Om Brahmbhatt and today I am going to give you my explanation of the class 6 chapter A Tale of Two Birds. It's of the supplementary chapter. It's of the supplementary book, not the chapter. So let's just go straight into it. A mother bird and her two young ones lived in a forest. The mother was killed in a storm and the young birds were separated from each other. Each found a different home. Okay, getting ready for the main session. There once lived a bird and a two newborn little cute babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So there lived a bird and a two cute newborn babies, and they lived in a nest in a tree, and the mother bird was very caring. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the bird lived also came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby bird, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a Rishi's ashram a little distance away. So one day there was a really big storm, and the wind was so strong that it uprooted the trees. So the mother bird died when their tree was uprooted, but the wind carried away the two newborn babies and they fortunately lived. One of the babies came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived, and the other one came down to a Rishi's ashram. Days passed and the baby birds became big birds. One day, the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon, the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. So the baby birds became big birds, and the king of the country came to the forest for hunting. So he saw a deer and he rode after it, but the deer was so fast that he couldn't outrun it, and the king got lost. The second part. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. I skipped a paragraph, sorry. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly, he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up! There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and horse." "Hurry or else he'll slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. He quickly got onto his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So he rode on for a very long time to find his way back, and afterwards he couldn't find the ways. So the king got very tired. So he sat down a tree. But then he heard a voice saying, "Quick man, there's a person over here sitting on the tree. Quick, take his jewels and horse or he will run away." The king got a little bit afraid. He looked up and saw a big brown bird over him, and he also heard some noises from the cave. So he ran away. He rode away. He rode away from the cave. Now the second sequence. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly, he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will be back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. So the king Then he came to a clearing which was an ashram, the Rishi's ashram. So the king tied his horse to a tree and sat down. Then he heard a really nice, soft and gentle voice welcoming him to come inside and rest and let him rest. So the king again saw a big brown bird. He said to himself loudly that this one also looks like the other bird in the cave, at the cave. You are right, sir, answered the bird. He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore. No. Just then the Rishi entered the ashram. Then the big brown bird said that, you are right, sir. He is my brother, but he has made some friends with robbers, so he just talks with them. He talks like them as well. He doesn't even talk to me anymore right now. Now the Rishi came. Welcome, sir, he said to the king. Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while, then you can share my food. The king told the rishis about the story of the two birds, that how each had behaved so differently though they looked so alike. The forest is full of surprises, he said. The holy man smiled and said, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talking of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always learned. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I will tell you more about this place and these birds. And the chapter is over. Let me just explain this last paragraph. So the Rishi welcomed the king and told him that you can share my food, rest for now for some while, and afterwards you can share my food. Then the king told the rishis the story, that the experience that he had with these birds, and they were so different while they looked so alike as well. So the rishi said that by the way, rishi means a saint, a holy person. He said that the forest is full of surprises. One is known by the company one keeps. So the bird who always was with robbers imitates robbers, and this bird who was always with me welcomes people to the ashram and imitates me. So come to me now. Come inside the ashram now. I will tell you more about this place and this bird. So the chapter is over. I am going to upload a video Thursday now of the PowerPoint presentation, and we are very close for 30 subscribers. Only 3 more subscribers left, so please make that 30 subscribers quickly. I really want to use my face cam to make videos. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.